versus Soin, our fourth game of the day. Our first game in the lower bracket. Lower bracket round 1, the two orcs meet as they both lost their first opening match. And now it's about elimination. No more safety net. And the pressure is on between the two players. One from Korea, one from China. Fly, of course, an absolute legend. Historically, the win rate greatly favors him against Soin. 79%, but don't sleep on Soin, man. He's been looking really good lately. He had a very tough series against Lawliot. He kind of got destroyed by Lawliot. But here now it's a very different matchup. Could be a very different story. Let's see what we get as we move into our best of 3. Starting on Turtle Rock, which should be a great Blade Master map. You can snipe a lot of items with the blade. With the grunts you can creep very efficiently, especially at the red camps and the turtles in the middle. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see double Blade Master here. Fly is certainly opting for the blade. And I'm pretty sure Soin is as well. As we see an early shop. A shop is always something you need. When playing Blade Master, you're always going to take damage from the creeps. So you're always going to have to heal up with the heal cells. That's one of the nice benefits of playing Farseer. You can use the wolves to tank. You don't need a shop. You can save a lot of gold in the early game. Not having to go for heal cells. Oh, and Soin taking a bit of a risk. Going for the merchant creep right away. This is doable, just with one blade and one grunt, if you are left alone. If Fly was to show up here, this would be very problematic. So Soin is taking a risk here. But it's working out. He's not going to be scouted, he's not going to be spotted, and he's going to get level 2 here right away. And get a big item. Plus, of course, the ward. Fly is playing a much safer early game, creeping only small camps at the beginning. Claws plus 9 for Soin as well. Off to a hot start here is the Korean. Whereas Fly is not finding the best items. Ring of Protection and Gauntlets. Not what his Blade Master wanted, who much more would have preferred to find Agility. One grunt in trouble though. With a speed scroll, perhaps he could kill it. Fly holding on to the speed scroll still. Is he gonna commit for this grunt kill? It'll take him quite a long time. But yeah, he will be getting the grunt kill. Should be a deny though, I'm not sure. The blade may have gotten the last hit. Seemed like he did get off one more swing right there. And Soin, the cheeky bugger, is just gonna run across the map and go for the other Ogre Magi. Fly knows this is happening though, but is he gonna be fast enough? With the claws, there's a lot of damage here on Soin's blade. Ooh, it's really close. Soin gets it. And a Ring of Region, which is really good right now as well. Did get dusted. But he can't attack him. Soin getting both shops, getting both the big items. This early game should certainly favor him. Yes, he lost the grunt, but all things considered, I think this should be favorable for Soin. Another ring for Fly. Dude, these items are really unlucky. And Soin with the Slippers of Agility. Are you kidding me? These item drops are pretty damn unfair so far. But that's sometimes the way it is, eh? Sometimes it do be like that. Shadowhunter coming. Raider, Walker. So here it is gonna be the old school style. Blade, Shadow, Raider, Walker. As we have seen so many years before.
Players' forces are under attack.
Soin wants to get the level 3. But that last hit is stolen. This level 3 is a really big deal. With level 3, you can harass the enemy Shadow Hunters creeping really, really well. Can't creep the red camp, can he? Having that Watcher Ward over there at the shop is also really beneficial. So much vision, always, for Soin. He's always going to be able to tell when and where Soin's going to be trying, or Fly's going to be trying to go for these items. For the shop items. Oh, Fly, though, shows up. Ready to steal the big creep. With only 2 grunts, that's the thing. The Shadow Hunter can't creep too well. And Fly, by the way, is rushing tier 3. Hex gonna secure the last hit. Going to Soin. Big item for him. The Bell of Giant Strength. Finally not a crazy good item. And Fly's recovering. It's gonna be out of mana now though, so can't harass too much anymore. If he tries to go for the grunt, that might be his end. Shadowhunter in the meantime, creeping up solo across the map. He got level 2 quickly. Ruined Bracers. Another horrible item for Fly. It's kind of crazy how many bad items he's been getting.
The player's forces are under attack.
So I'm now going to see the tier 3 and going to start harassing these peons a bit. It's very hard to deal with the Blade Master. Especially since he has the Ring of Regen. Relying on the burrows to force him back is gonna take forever. Yeah, I don't even think Soin should leave. I think he should stick around here. Just be super annoying with his blade.
A player's forces are under attack.
However, there's a bit of a risk. Oh, that's a wall off, isn't it? I think that War Mill results in a wall off, which is kind of cool. With 2 Raiders and Hex, Blade Masters can die if there's reveal, so that's something he's gonna have to keep in mind. Continuing to creep up. Oh, Hex got the blade, but no Raiders, no Ensnare, so the blade should be fine, should be safe.
Player's forces are under attack.
Hex around over there as well for Fly. Medallion of Courage. 5 int on the Shadow is nice. But it sells for 300 gold. Should he sell it? Well, maybe if he needs gold badly at some point. Which doesn't seem to be the case right now. Soin is bringing the peons. He's going for the tier 2 timing. He wants to punish Fly for his greed to go tier 3. Fly does now have 1 Raider, but not 50 supply yet. He's gonna get the big item here as well. Is he finally gonna get a good item? He hasn't gotten a single one so far. Ancient Django, yes! That's a good item. Kotobi's coming. No 3rd hero here for Fly.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he's gonna lose the shop right away, which is painful. The Shadow Hunter for Fly is low mana already. He's gonna have to remake the shop right away. So in setting up towers, setting up his own shop. Heal throw for Fly, and he's gonna run home to defend. Doesn't have reinforced defenses yet. Oh, might be losing the burrow. But maybe not. Raiders getting caught with the ensnares right away. Kodo Beast gonna get hexed. Trying to prevent the Devourers here are both players. 1 Raider going down. The Orb of Lightning, of course, with the Purge over and over. Really, really good. To lock down units and also dispel against the Spirit Link. Speed Scroll. And the Kodo boosts out of there. And this fight so far is looking pretty damn good for Soin. The Walkers are dealing with the Grunts. doing a lot of damage. Oh my god, Fly is losing so much army. The crit! Kills the walker there in the top right as well. It couldn't go into ethereal form. Hex on the Shadow Hunter trying to surround. Not quite able to get him. But Fly's got like nothing left. He's got one Raider, one Kodo, and a single walker. Shop now is standing for Soin. The towers were cancelled, but he will be able to make use of that shop. And Fly, he doesn't have a shop yet himself, I think. The shop that he remade was cancelled there as well a moment ago. Okay, the shop did finish. Never mind. Both now with the shop active. Oh, that one Raider is still super hurt. And Snare connects. That might be the Kodo going down. But the Spiritling is protecting the Kodo Beast. It's not about the mana here on the Shadowhunters. It's not about the heal wave. That one Burrow that is far forward position is putting in a lot of damage, and maybe Fly can hold this after all. Fighting with the help of the Burrows. He's going to have a second Kodo Beast coming in here. But this Kodo goes down. Raider returns. Might be falling right away, but no. Heal wave is going to be there. Raider survives. So in very low lumber now, by the way. Can't go for new towers, really. And the Raider gets devoured. That's a big deal. Blade Master going into Windwatchers perfectly in time. Oof. Almost got killed there with the Hex. Out of Windwalk with the crit right away. Or rather with a Purge right away. And Fly might be stabilizing more and more right here. How much more clarities are available in these shops? Should be almost out of stock, but clarity has a refresh rate of like 30 seconds or something, I think. So it's pretty quick. All these items on the Blade Master for Soin definitely helping him out a lot. The bonus damage, HP, and regen being very, very valuable. One more walker gonna go down. Shadowhunter almost level 4 now for Soin. And more clarities. Second tower coming up. Fly for a moment there, it seemed like he had held. But now again, he's staring down a big army. With only a small army himself. Critical strike, 200, lots of damage. Blade Master was in trouble. And Fly is gonna call for the GG. 1-0 lead for Soin. Tier 3 that time, not working out. Soin scouted the Tier 3, and his game plan was very clear. Try to punish that greed as quickly as possible, show up with 50 supply with a big army. He had a heal scroll as well, I think. And we didn't really see much of a Tier 3 power spike coming in for Fly. Of course, the Orb of Lightning was great, but everything else... He didn't have Walker Master Training. I guess he did have Kodo Aura upgrade at some point. But if the army is only small, then it doesn't make that big of a difference as well, I guess. Didn't see Torrents. Didn't see Third Hero. And so on. Playing straight up. Not willing to take it late game. Not willing to be flashy with his own Tier 3 follow-up. No. Just Tier 2 push. And that worked out well. I wonder if the items influenced his decision. Because going for such an attack is always much stronger to such an all-in. If you have a very decked out hero. The Blade Master for him was very strong with the Slippers, Claws, I guess Belt, and also the Ring of Regen. Had he had worse items, like Fly did, maybe he wouldn't have felt so confident to look for an all-in. Like he did there. Well, Blade Master Mirror is pretty rare to see, honestly, nowadays in Orc Mirror. Oftentimes we see at least one of the two players going for a Farseer. Of course, it comes down a lot to the map as well. On Turtle Rock specifically, with the shop being able to be sniped early with a blade, and also with so many medium armor creeps being around, it's very good for Blade Master and Grunts. On other maps, where there's more heavy armor on the creeps, headhunters are oftentimes preferred. But our map 2 will not have too many heavy armor creeps, because it is Terrastand. Turtle Rock into Terrastand. The old school maps being displayed here. Soin with the 1-0 lead. Little misleading here. The overlay is not updated yet, but we know Soin, who is in the blue, is leading 1-0. Thank you, by the way, Fly100 with a 10-month resub. Should definitely be a Blade Master here. Like it is the case on Turtle Rock, also here there's lots of medium armor creeps to be crept with a Blade and Grunts. There's a lot of claws you can grab pretty easily, especially in the middle at the greens. And the kobolds. And even going for a mercenary camp creep quickly can be doable. Hitman had a pretty cool build here, where he would go for a fast shop, pick up the heal cells right away on the blade, and also go for the dust at the shop, and then go into the middle. And it seems like that's exactly the build that Soin is doing as well. So I'm also going to invest a Peon Scout. Wants to figure out early what's going on. Okay, so Soin is not going to go for the dust. Just the heal salves and a speed scroll. It's Fly instead who opts for the dust early on. Oh, does this work out with the timing? I think Fly should be able to show up quickly enough here to steal the last hit. Oh, it's close. Well, okay, it's not that close. Soin gets the item. Ring of Protection. Which is only fair. After Fly got so many bad items in game 1. It's time for Soin to take his turn. With the circlet, Fly should feel pretty confident to take these trades, but he's not willing to go into too much of a brawl, I guess because he doesn't have heal salves. That's Soin's advantage here. He can trade HP and then heal up with the salves. It's a weird dance in the middle of the map.
A player's forces are under attack.
Almost stole the last hit. Waking up the Merc camp? That may have been a misclick. Yeah, guys, I can't change the score in the overlay. This is a Chinese clean feed. It is their production. So this is on their end. But yes, I know. I know it's not 0-0. I know it's 1-0 for Soin. Don't worry. Soin steals the camp, gets slippers. That's certainly a very nice find. Is he gonna be in time to steal the other item as well? Oh, that would be huge. Oh, how's the timing gonna work out here? How's the game sense gonna work out? Oh, Soin gets it! Last hit and item, picks up the claws. That's a big steal. When are you gonna get a tattoo of Skill Cup 17? Well, hopefully never. Because if I do, then I'm gonna be very, very, very drunk.
A player's forces are under attack.
It would be funny though. Double slippers! Oh my god. Dude, Soin, your items. The claws, the ring of course wasn't that great, but the rest, ooh, baby. Fly also on Terranos stand. Used to like going tier 3 quite a bit. It's a big map. It's hard to push. There's a lot of safe creeping. So there's a lot of upsides to going tier 3. But as we saw earlier, it can also be punished. Big item here for Soin. He's gonna get close to level 3 from this camp. I don't think he quite gets level 3, but almost. If he gets Scourge Bone Chimes here, that would be completely nuts! Are you kidding me? Okay. Alright. Soin's items today, at least in this series, are on point. Oh, and Soin now going tier 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, what now? Big mana potion? If he gets big mana here, that's completely ridiculous. That would be 5 perfect items in a row. Alright. I want to see the item. Well, not that one. I want to see the other one. Yeah, click. Oh my god, he got more slippers. Okay, it's not big mana potion though, I guess. Because the big mana would be on the shadow. Big invul potion instead. Oh, Blade Master shows himself. He's only level 1, by the way. Fly. Not gonna get the last hit, but he's gonna steal the item. Periapt of Vitality, which is okay. Not amazing. Circlet from that camp. And finally level 2 for Soin's Shadow. So for Fly, it's the Blade who's underleveled. And for Soin, it's the Shadow. And we do see a TC third here. For Soin this time, Fly, tier 2 only. I'm not sure if he scouted Soin's main. I don't think he did. Plus 9 agi on the Blade Master. Feels good, man. And he can give the ring over to the TC. He's gonna pick up the Orb of Lightning. Oh my lordy. Claws, triple slippers, and orb. A shellacking. Are you guys also Suns fans? There's this Dota caster called Suns Fan, who I think is really cool. And I think that's what he came up with, right? A shellacking. A shellacking is basically, for those who don't know, ownage. So when someone is getting owned, it's a shellacking. Let's see if that happens here. Thank you, by the way, Zilani with a 50-month resub. Nice stomp to start things off. Scourge Bone Chimes is working overtime. Wand of the Wind being used on the blade, but being dispelled quickly as well. Another nice stomp coming in. Wand of the Wind dispelled once more. This fight's not looking too bad yet here for Fly, I think. Everything's super healthy still for him. The grunts all very hurt. Not having that level 2 heat wave, definitely painful. So now the shoe is on the other foot. Earlier was Fly defending with tier 3. And now it's going to be Soin trying to do the same. Invul Potion transferred on the TC. He's going to survive. Blade! Ooh, was dropping really low. But Heal Potion's going to keep him safe. Blade Masters now duking it out. One more Windwalk used. That was the last one. But Fly's going to go for another Scroll of Healing. He's going to have to use it soon as well. Use it there. A Heal Potion on the Blade. Getting ensnared still. But has more Windwalk to use. New Kodo Beast comes out. Everything for Soin super hurt. Would love to have level 3 Shadow. But is still missing a bit of experience there. Suns Fan is a great Dota podcast with Syndran. Yeah, I know. It's called We Say Things. And he does a wonderful musical intro for it every time. We say things that don't mean anything. But thanks for listening. Unfortunately, my singing voice is far from as beautiful as Sun's fans. But yeah. You're absolutely right. Alright, in we go again. Fly, of course, is super all in. He didn't tech to tier 3. He doesn't have a third hero. He's trying to win the game right now. Barely saving the Raider with the Heat Wave. This Kodo Beast for Soin, by the way, is really important. Adding in lots of damage and also did get off one Devour. Tower coming up for Fly, so there must be a shop already somewhere. Critical Strike doing a lot of damage. It's level 2 crit here on the Blade Master. Mass and Snares being used, trying to control Soin's Blade. But he will be able to get that. Oh! Beautiful ensnare. Actually, the Kodo will not die. And we do have a Tauren now. Blade Master ensnared again, getting focused. Dispel against the Spirit Link. Not protected right now with that buff. Heat Wave comes in again. Kodo Beast trying to get the Devour against the Tauren, but the Kodo gonna go down. TC getting focused next. The ensnare's flying once again. Mana Potion, Heat Wave coming through. Soin still not level 3 for the Shadow. A lot of damage committed to this TC, but it's looking better for Soin, isn't it? He's stabilizing. The Tauren's looking really good. And even if he gets the TC at this point, this is an overcommitment, isn't it? This TC is only level 1 anyways. He would be remade in no time. But he is still alive for the time being. A few more units are going down. A new Tauren is coming in. The Blade Master really wants to find this kill. Stomp, though, with the crit on the other side. Ooh! Blade Master's dropping low. Heal Potion again. Soin just barely keeping his heroes alive. Especially the TC there. Hex on the Blade, chasing after him with a Speed Scroll, and that's the kill. Level 3, level 4, double level ups, and Soin gets the victory. 2-0, defeating Fly.